Smogon's tier system is used to rank Pokemon into groups based on their perceived power and usage in competitive play. The first tier we're going to be going over is the weakest tier, one of the lesser known ones, that being NU, which stands for never used. Pokemon in NU lack the qualities that allow them to be used effectively, even in UU. Most here have bad base stat totals, bad typings, abilities, or move pools. An example of this is the Ghost and Grass type Pokemon Dhelmise. If you take a look at its base stat total here, it has some decent stats, but if you take a look at its speed, the speed of 40 isn't going to help it at all. And since it isn't even that bulky in the HP stat, being slow will not even help it, even with attack that high, since some things in NU even then have a little bit of bulk to prevent the Dhelmise from even doing much damage. And its typing isn't that great either, because it has weaknesses to fire, ice, flying, dark, ghost. The list just goes on with the amount of typing weaknesses it has, and its ability Steel Worker, powering up the power of steel moves, is basically useless. And now on to the next tier, that of course being RU. Now, RU was supplementing UU and NU, which allows for a situation in which nearly every Pokemon in existence can become viable. It will mostly start from RU. You've probably at least seen Cloyster once in UU. However, RU is really the place it most originated, and that is because, though it has great abilities and decent typing, and overall great defense stat, if you take a look at its special defense, its HP, and speed, this is what prevents it from usually getting any higher, since it lacks those qualities necessary for other things. Now on to UU, which stands for underused. Pokemon in UU are, underused. That is, when in OU they aren't seen as much, usually because they're weak. A good example is Chansey. You've probably seen this thing in OU quite a lot, but that is really just because, looking at its stats, just because it's tanky doesn't mean you shouldn't look at its other stats. With a speed of 50, an attack of 5, and a defense of 5, with 35 special attack. Meaning this Pokemon is going to not hit hard. The only reason you are really seeing it is because of its bulk and setup potential. And that's really all that is preventing it from getting higher. The next tier is UUBL, standing for Underused Ban List. Pokemon in here aren't used enough in OU, but they do bring imbalance in UU, and a UUBL Pokemon isn't necessarily weaker than an OU Pokemon. UUBL Pokemon are used less due to reasons such as maybe requiring additional team support. And Blaziken has an incredible ability that of speed boost to help it get speedy and speedier. But it isn't used enough in UU, so it's not there anymore. It causes imbalance. Having access to Swords Dance, Flame Charge, Protect, and all those moves causing chaos, but stuff in OU would destroy it, so that's why it finds itself on the UUBL. Next tier is OU for Overused, and OU consists of Pokemon used a ton. Since they're used so frequently, they usually have strong typing, stats, ability, and move pool. Even the pseudo-legendary Garchomp finds itself here in OU, with incredible base stats, which is exactly why it's here, because it is used so much, with the incredible Rough Skin ability, a great typing with Dragon Ground, with a 4 times weakness to Ice, meaning that's really what's preventing it from getting into Uber. Now, of course, next tier is Uber, and the Uber tier is based solely on power and power alone. Pokemon in this tier are literally too powerful to participate in any other tier. However, nothing is banned from Ubers except for some stuff that is in Anything Goes. Now, common Pokemon here are definitely going to be legendaries, and also Pokemon that have a certain gimmick, abilities, and stats, move pool, that cause them to have to be banned, which includes Darmanitan Galar because of its ability Zen Mode, and also Guerrilla Tactics, because the common use of Guerrilla Tactics is it boosts its attack, but only allows it to use one move. That, combined with Choice Band, can cause it to be quite an incredible sweeper, which is why it finds itself here in Ubers. And the last and final tier is AG, which stands for Anything Goes. AG is the most inclusive tier in Smogon. Anything except certain unobtainable Pokemon rest here. The tier was created to house strong Pokemon such as Mega Rayquaza and Zacian Crowned. Now, the reason that Zacian Grounds finds itself here is because not only does it have an incredible base stat total and a base attack stat of 170, incredible defensive typing with only one weakness, that of ground, which makes it an incredible Pokemon. Obviously, for that competitive play, and its ability Intrepid Sword boosting its attack the minute it comes in, and its access to Swords Dance means that this thing is game over whenever you come in contact with it, which is why it finds itself in the most inclusive tier, AG Anything Goes. Thanks for watching this video. I'm Krakos. Please subscribe. Hit the red subscribe button, it'll turn gray. Thank you for learning about Smog and Tears. I hope you enjoy playing on Pokemon Showdown's competitive battle site. Now you learn information about the tiers and ranking.